Hi, this is a video on how to become a registered and bonded immigration consultant in California. What are immigration consultants? Immigration consultants are governed by Business and Professions Code Section 22440. A person that gives non-legal assistance or advice on an immigration matter, which includes, but is not limited to, the following: completing a form provided by a federal or state agency, but not advising a person as to their answers on those forms; translating a person's answers to questions posed in those forms; securing for a person supporting documents such as birth certificates, which may be necessary to complete those forms. Other services provided include submitting completed forms on a person's behalf and at their request to the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. Also, making referrals to persons who could undertake legal representation activities for a person in an immigration matter. Business and Professions Code Section 22440 and other subsections will talk about what you're allowed to do as an immigration consultant, who qualifies to register as an immigration consultant, who can be disqualified and for what reasons, and what the registration requirements are. Also, what the rules surrounding client files are, what specific terms need to be in the contract and receipts given to clients, and also what advertising requirements and mandatory signage exists. Registration with the California Secretary of State is necessary to practice as an immigration consultant in the state of California. The first step is that you must obtain a surety bond. An immigration consultant shall file with the Secretary of State a bond of $100,000 executed by a corporate surety admitted to do business in this state. The bond shall be in favor of and payable to the people of the state of California and shall be for the benefit of any person damaged by any fraud, misstatement, misrepresentation, unlawful act or omission, or failure to provide the services of the immigration consultant or the agents, representatives, or employees of the immigration consultant. Requirements to obtain the surety bond. It's really going to depend on the bond company themselves and what they require in order to issue a bond to an immigration consultant. There may be an application process. They may look into your education and experience. The requirements the bond will need will vary depending on each bond company. Most bond companies will run a credit check, and the cost will be approximately $1,200, but it can be more than that as well. The bond is good for 2 years once issued. The Secretary of State has a bond search feature on their website so that the public may search whether an immigration consultant is in compliance with the Secretary of State's requirements. The information the public will gather is where the person is doing business, the bond term and its expiration date, and the bond number and bond company name. In order to register with the Secretary of State, one must submit a disclosure form that contains the immigration consultant's name, the date of birth, the residence and business address and telephone numbers. An immigration consultant shall submit all of the following documents with the disclosure form: a copy of a valid and current photo ID to determine the immigration consultant's identity, a passport photograph, and a filing fee of approximately $30. Those looking to become immigration consultants in the state of California must pass a background check. The Secretary of State will disqualify an individual from acting as an immigration consultant for any of the following reasons: conviction of a felony, conviction of a disqualifying misdemeanor. Examples of misdemeanors that may disqualify you include failure to pay child support, fraud, and unlawfully acting as an immigration consultant. There are many more examples on the Secretary of State's website. In addition, failure to disclose any arrest or conviction in the disclosure form required is another reason why you might be disqualified for acting as an immigration consultant. Finally, the forms that you can use to assist people with their immigration needs are available for free on the uscis.com website. Immigration consultants can help with all kinds of documents regarding immigration for adjustment of status, citizenship, family petitions, renewals, and so much more. For more info about registering with the Secretary of State, go to sos.ca.gov for more information under the Business Program Special Filing section.